What is international property settlement?
We've been in the Australian property marketing and consulting business for the past 10 years. And now we have diversified into other markets, for example, UK, Thailand, even Portugal, and Cambodia as well.
What do you guys do best for your clients?
I think we look at the client's needs. So first of all, so I think whether for children's education, for investment, for staying themselves, we look at their needs and we're able to sort of narrow down internationally on the type of property which would suit them.
Why Portugal of all countries? Is it because Cristiano Ronaldo they choose to sell properties in Portugal? Tell us a bit about Portugal.
So the properties, what we found, just using our knowledge of Australian property before, we found that we could quite easily find information about sort of the location and also the sort of, you know, how the properties will be managed, the investment plan, valuations, titles and all that, and it was quite easy to do due diligence on. So we got quite comfortable.
Why not Spain, but why Portugal?
Golden visa for Spain is to lead up to the citizenship program is a little bit more, there's more requirements, so the applicant actually has to stay there for more than half the time. So we found that the criteria for Portugal is less. They only have to stay there for an average of 7 days per year.
You can actually go to Portugal, buy a property and get a European passport through the Golden Visa program.
Correct. So,
Can you tell us more about that? Yeah.
One is that the investor invests in a suitable property, a property that qualifies. And then the next criteria is just that during the 5 years, it's a 5-year temporary visa program. They have to stay an average of 7 days per year. It's the second criteria. Third criteria is just that their police checks are clear. So there's actually only 3 criteria.
So vineyard is a romantic buy. Would you recommend do you recommend the audience to actually go for vineyard, to buy a vineyard in Portugal?
It depends, I suppose, on how involved the client wants to be in terms of managing of, you know, that kind of investment, or whether it suits their business background and knowledge.
Why would you want to get a passport, a European passport? What good does it do for a family?
For example, if we have one of our kids wants to do medicine in, say, Ireland, which is pretty popular, a lot of Malaysian doctors have graduated from Ireland, a cost that a foreign student would pay would be something like 40,000 euros per year versus if they are a resident of Europe, they would pay maybe 5,000 euros per year. So the cost savings is actually a lot, and medicine is such a long course. It could be, you know, a savings of 200,000 or maybe even 300,000 euros, and it also allows them with the residency to specialize back in Ireland or Europe.
Can you walk us through how actually you go around the purchase process?
Understanding the client's needs, particularly for Portugal. After making that investment, we also take them through the Golden Visa process, as in opening the bank account, because they have to invest their money in their own bank account before they purchase the property.
What do you do for your clients that other people don't do?
Well, I suppose like you said earlier, we are in the service industry, so I suppose just being in existence for the past more than 10 years, and for you 20 years, I think we have the longevity in dealing with the clients and servicing them.
How did you help people to actually settle it, even though the property is not with you?
Yeah, first ask us for a favor, Nick, Judith, can you just go and assist these clients, make sure they get their loans, make sure they know the settlement process and stuff. So, well, for us, it's not a lot of work because we are maybe doing it for our own clients. So why not? You know?
What are the risks that is involved actually in investing in Portugal or Europe?
Every property there is investing, even in Malaysia, there's several risks. So one is location risk, for example. So looking at that particular location and the economic drivers in the location. Also looking at supply and demand in that particular location.